Thanks, you guys. It's actually a lot harder for me to get here than a lot of you might think. Well, one of the great parts about being a comedian, though, is getting to go other places and see things and meet new people. And last summer, I was in Arizona, and I saw some of the most racist, scary billboards I've ever seen in my life. One of them said, we were driving by, and it said, it was opposing interracial marriage, which I didn't think people did anymore. But it said, it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Weave. For those of you guys from Meridian, a weave, you guys, you do know? Okay, I wasn't sure if I had to explain it or not. Okay, you're just cautious. That's too bad. But that one was bad, but it's not as bad as the one I saw a couple miles further down the road. This one said, stop domestic violence. Don't make us tell you twice. There's just a picture of a backhand. Holy shit. It's like, Arizona, I didn't even get out of the car. Like, it wasn't me, all right? Like, I'm not part of the problem. But I live here in Boise, and I used to work for the school district. I worked with special ed kids. That was a really fun job. One of the best things that we'd get to do, the funnest things, was we would deliver birthday cards to other kids in the school. And one day I was with one of our higher functioning autistic kids, and we turned the corner, and the janitor is on his hands and knees cleaning up some vomit. And without missing a beat, this kid goes, "Should have gone to college." I was just like, oh, buddy. We gotta run. Let's run now. We're gonna run. And he's like, but you're not supposed to run in the school. And I'm like, yeah, but you're not supposed to talk shit to the janitor. So let's just run, okay? That dude's got a record, and he's got access to our records. There's a really good chance he listens to his records backwards. He's not a stable dude. Let's just run, okay? Let's just play it safe. But we got around the corner, we got upstairs, and I made sure no one was looking. I was like, dude, high five. Like, that was the funniest thing I had ever heard to that point in my life. It was pretty great. But I left that job, and I became an in-house detention monitor. And for those of you guys that don't know what an in-house detention monitor is, those are the people that the school shooters go after first. The in-house detention monitors. That was my job. I was a paid asshole, and I didn't like that job. And it got old because I was just dealing with the same kids all the time, right? Just these same kids just constantly complaining. School's gay. Math is gay. Science is gay. All the time. One morning I'd had it. First thing in the morning, this kid walks into my room. School's gay. Like, maybe if you didn't suck dick at school, it wouldn't be so gay. Why don't you go home and do some homework and see how gay school is then, you know? Shit, like, you guys not big fans of school, huh? It's okay. But I started looking for a new job after that. It's just weird to me, that mentality, right? Like, these kids hate being in school. They hate being in school, but they do everything in their power to make sure that they have to take as much school as possible, right? Like, when you don't pass a class, they send you to summer school, right? So you go to summer school, you don't pass that, you've got to take an entire year of school over again, right? It's like watching somebody who hates giving head. You just want to be like, you know, it doesn't have to take forever. Put in a little bit of effort. You can be done in no time. Look around. Your peers are gone, you know? That's just my opinion. I went on a blind date recently. Have you guys, anybody been on a blind date? Oh, thank you so much. Usually I ask that and it's just a room of silence, and I just feel like the dumbest, most desperate person in the room. So thank you for sharing that with me. I know a lot of people, you're right though, you're right to not go on blind dates because they're terrible, but mine was. How's your experience? Congratulations, that's awesome. My blind date didn't go quite as good. I showed up to the restaurant, I was a little bit late. I sat down, I offered to buy her a drink, and she let me know she doesn't drink alcohol. I was like, oh, that's too bad. I don't know what to say, I gotta save a date. You can't just like drop the mic and walk out like, I'm out! so I was like, oh, that's too bad, which is still the wrong answer, apparently. Because she goes, what do you mean that's too bad? What, are you one of those people that needs alcohol to have a good time? I was like, no, I don't need alcohol to have a good time. I don't need coffee to poop, but it helps. You know, like, relax, lady. Let's have some fun tonight. Huh? But she didn't want to have fun. She didn't want to have fun, so the rest of the date went about like that. And I had a dilemma because when the check came, she was in the bathroom, and I didn't know what to do, so I left. And I get that that's not the most popular thing to do. I understand that now. But this is how I justify it. I had two reasons I justify this. One, there clearly wasn't going to be a second date, right? Like, that much was plain to see. And two, as a non-drinker, she's got to have more money than me, right? It just seems fair at that point, you know? I'm all about equality. You guys like fairness? Awesome. That's more people than I expected in Idaho. It's usually not a lot of people clapping for that. I don't know. Speaking of fairness, feminism is about equality for men and women. Everybody's the same, right? I've got a friend who's one of those like old school militant feminists, though, and she's always harping on me about things that I do. And one of the most annoying things, she gets on me for looking at porn. She's like, Ryan, every woman is someone's daughter. I was like, yeah, that's why I look at orphan porn. I mean, I'm not a monster, lady. I've thought this through. Got a heart. I was driving this fall down State Street, and I drove past our Planned Parenthood, our one, our only, and this guy was out front with a sign that said, "Pray away abortions." I was like, that's kind of silly, right? Like, if you could pray and prevent things from happening, think about it, you guys. You wouldn't need abortions, right? Right? If Plan A worked, dear God, please don't let me be pregnant. You wouldn't need Plan B. That's just science, people. My name is Ryan Noack. Thanks so much for coming out.